Hello and good morning. Week 3, run 1, done and in the books. This was a morning run, 6K, about 3.7 miles. Pretty good distance, decent pace, with a little bit of a pickup towards the end of it. This is gonna be my first of 2 runs for the day, hopefully. We were traveling over the weekend. Our flight back ended up being delayed probably 6 or 7 hours. So I had planned on doing an evening run yesterday when we got back home, but that didn't happen. So I've got to double up runs today because I'm traveling again this upcoming weekend. So I've got to squeeze the runs into a shorter period. Again, I do not recommend this. Do not do this unless you are already at a sufficient level of fitness where you can deal with lots of runs in a short amount of time. I also had a leg workout this morning, but fortunately, I seem to be getting back into decent shape in that regard. My legs don't cramp as much as they did 2 weeks ago, so that's good. It's a bit of an overcast morning today, and it was about 68 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, when I started the run. Obviously humid. You could see all the moisture everywhere. There were some bad storms that rolled through here last night, which is part of the reason our flight was delayed. They delayed it rather than diverting us to a different city, which I guess is good because it would have been probably a 5 or 6 hour drive on top of that, or waiting for another flight. All right, well, that is, as I said, week 3, run 1, done and in the books. I'm gonna get back home, get some work done, and hopefully things are free this afternoon, early evening, so I can get another run in before I stream. And if you are new to following this and you haven't watched any of the other videos on the channel, I do also stream on Twitch. I usually playing some video games, often with friends, or we'll be doing playthroughs of longer games. So you can check me out there at twitch.tv/notalwaysalex. I will catch you in the next run. All right, that is week 3, run 2, done and in the books. This was a 5K recovery run, and it was the second run today. It's a much nicer afternoon than it was morning, although it is a little on the warmer side. It's about 75 degrees, sunny, partly cloudy, light breeze. Having done a leg workout and a 6K run this morning, I knew running again this afternoon would be a little difficult, and it was. With about a quarter mile left in this 5K, I had to cross back across the street. There was a lot of traffic, so I had to stop, and then it was extremely difficult to get started again. As I've said before, don't let things like that discourage you. Know what you can do, be confident in what you can do, and when you do have to slow down and rest, take a break, don't think that you're failing. You're doing the right thing, staying strong, not risking hurting yourself. A little bit of advice for these extra tough days, either self-imposed or otherwise. And with that, I'm going to rest. Got shorter run tomorrow. Still one long run this week that I may still need to double up. I may double up the 2 remaining shorter runs I have. We'll see. We'll see how I feel in the morning. But that's all for this run. I will catch you in the next one. There we go. Week 3, run 3 in the books. This morning was a fartlek run, which, while it's a funny word, it roughly means speed play. So it's you're running the whole time, but you're working on alternating between different speeds. In this case, it was alternating 1 minute at 5K pace and then 2 minutes at recovery run pace, 7 times. And there was a 5-minute warm up too. So this was a good run. It's a nice day out, a little bit cloudy, but I think that's mostly fog. It's very humid and only 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So not hot, but with the humidity, you could probably see I'm still drenched in sweat. It didn't get a chance to evaporate. But all in all, it was a good run. Still feeling fine after doing 2 runs yesterday. I'm probably going to double up today as well. Do another, it's a shorter run while we're at my daughter's soccer practice tonight. 2 days in a row of 2 runs should be okay. And then I do have still the long run this week, which I think is about 7 miles. And I want to double up again today and then do that run tomorrow, since I probably won't have time to do it on Friday. Another one in the books. I'll see you in the next run. That is week 3, run 4, done and in the books. I had a whole other thing recorded, but I realized the microphone wasn't turned on. But the short of it is that it was a 25-minute recovery run, second run of the day. So 2 days in a row of doubling up. I definitely took it easy towards the end because I know I've got a long run still to do this week, either tomorrow or Friday. Still don't know yet what day I'm going to do it. But it was a nice evening tonight, just under 80 degrees Fahrenheit, humid just like it was this morning. A little bit of a breeze to help keep you cool. But all in all, a good run. I took it easy towards the end of it, probably the last minute and a half. I just slowed down a lot just to save my legs as much as I could for tomorrow, or again, whenever I do the long run, tomorrow or Friday. But I'm just about back to the practice fields. Gonna watch my daughter play some soccer. So I will sign off and I will catch you in the next run. All right, that is week 3, run 5, done, in the books. This was a 7-mile run, a little bit over 11 kilometers. My 5th run in 3 days. I am beat. This was a tough run. I was doing fairly well until about 8 kilometers, and then I was just beat. I had to walk for about 1 kilometer, and then I ran slowly, jogged more like the last little bit of it. But yeah, this was tough. This is the most compressed week that I've had, and hopefully the most compressed week in the entire little bit of training that I'm doing. But we are done for this week. I'll have 3 days of rest from running before I get started again. So I am looking forward to that. One of the things I wanted to bring up this week in training is the topic of nutrition. Now, I'm no nutritionist, so for specifics of what you may need for your own dietary needs, definitely consult with a nutritionist if you can. Just speaking from my own experience, if you're watching this as you're doing marathon training or just increasing some exercise increasing the amount of exercise in your life, you're probably noticing that you're building more of an appetite at this point, and that's normal. As you're increasing the activity, you're also increasing the need for fuel to power that activity. So if you're doing this exercise, whatever it is that you're doing for weight loss, don't be discouraged that you're feeling the need to eat more. Just in what you are eating, make sure it is healthier foods, fruits and vegetables, healthy fats, proteins, carbohydrates, that kind of stuff. If you put good stuff into your body, you'll be able to do good things. Another important thing to keep in mind is making sure you get a correct amount of electrolytes, because as you're sweating with this increased activity, you're losing those electrolytes. On runs that I know are going to be an hour or more, I bring some of these energy chews. They've got electrolytes, they've got carbs. They help keep me going. I also prefer the not sugary sports drinks. There's like a Gatorade Zero. I have in particular this powder called Element, LMNT. That's really good. But look up, try and find something that you like yourself, and make sure you keep those electrolytes replenishing. Otherwise, you'll deal with muscle cramps, could deal with some heart conditions. Those electrolytes are what help the signals fire to use all our muscles. So if the balance goes wrong, your muscles don't work as well as they should be working. I guess kind of the way I look at it is, if you've ever had a performance car, you have to put the higher grade fuel into it, because that's what the engine is tuned for. When you're doing more activity, you're turning your body into more of a performance machine. You need to make sure that you're putting that high-grade fuel into your body. This was yet another amazing morning to go for a run too. Another essentially cloudless day, about 73 degrees Fahrenheit, just a light breeze. Help keep you cool. Again, very lucky with the weather. That is week 3 done. 15 weeks to go with many ups and downs, I'm sure, to come. I'm looking forward to having 3 days off from running. My legs will get some rest. That's all for me. I'm gonna sign off and I will see you in the next run.